in this video, I wanted to talk to you about a misconception that I think people have about emergency rooms and hospitals when it comes to getting treatment. So every day I talk to individuals who contact 911, they go to hospitals, and these are people who do these things on a regular basis. It may be for high blood pressure, it may be for maybe joint pain, who knows, a number of different reasons. It's something chronic, some type of chronic condition. And what they do is when they start feeling bad, they call 911 and they go to the emergency room. Now, if you're in pain, if you're in intense pain, you can definitely call 911 and go to the hospital to see if they can help you feel a little bit better, see if they can alleviate the pain. You can definitely do that. But the next step needs to be following up with your primary care doctor to see what the underlying issue is. As smart as doctors are, as smart as these emergency room doctors and nurses are, they are not going to be able to provide you with a solution to a chronic condition that's plagued you for years. So, and that's something that I think people believe whenever they go to the emergency room, because they leave and they say, well, they didn't do anything for me. I still feel the same way. So a hospital and an emergency room specifically, their job is to stabilize people and basically keep them from dying. So the priority populations of people coming into an emergency room are people with massive bleeding, people who are having heart attacks, or people who are having difficulty breathing. If you go into a hospital with any of these conditions, you are going to be the first person seen. If you go into the hospital with anything short of that, you could be there for hours. And I think that's some people's experience, to where they go to the hospital. And again, it is a big deal. If you are in pain, definitely go. But you have to understand that there are some conditions that are a higher priority than others. And if you were somebody who had massive bleeding, if you were having difficulties breathing, if you were having a heart attack, you wouldn't want to wait behind somebody who maybe went there for a toothache, or somebody that went there for a minor laceration, or somebody who needed a refill on their medications. If you were in that situation, you wouldn't want to wait behind that person. You would want treatment right away. And again, that's not to say that you shouldn't call 911 if you're feeling bad. Call 911 and they can evaluate you at the hospital to see if it's truly an emergency, because it may be. And you may need to be seen by a doctor right away. But again, you need to follow up with your doctor, because only your doctor can provide you with a long-term solution to high blood pressure or diabetes. And it may take multiple visits to see your doctor to get that answer. And it may take a few different prescriptions that you try to make sure to see, to get the right medication to help you control your blood pressure. But again, emergency rooms, they are there to treat you. They're there to keep you alive. And then once you get stabilized, the follow-ups, the long-term treatment, that happens with your primary care doctor. So that is one reason why it's so important to have a primary care doctor, because they can help you with these things. Not to mention having a primary care doctor. Let's say you are at the hospital and maybe they are trying to discharge you, and you believe that, no, I need to be in a hospital, I need to be hospitalized. If you have a doctor, this is somebody that can advocate for you. You may be able to call your doctor's office and say, hey, this hospital is trying to discharge me, and I don't think that I should be discharged. Well, that doctor can potentially advocate and stop the hospital from discharging you. They may not be able to, but again, having a doctor is somebody who can advocate for you and get you the treatment that you need. But bottom line, if you are not feeling well, if you believe that you need to go to the hospital, it's there for you, and you can get treatment. You can get stabilized, but the next step in the process needs to be following up with your doctor. And if you don't have a doctor right now, I would encourage you to try to find one. That way you could get ongoing treatment of whatever chronic condition you may have. But that's all I got for this video. If you have questions about, trying to find a doctor, whether you're uninsured, maybe you just moved to a new city and you don't know where to go to, if you need help finding those things, you can leave a comment below, and I'll point you to options that you have for affordable healthcare wherever you're at. No matter whether you're insured or not, I can point you in the right direction. Also, if you need resources related to these things, you can go to HoustonCaseManagers.com. I write all kind of in-depth articles on these topics, so definitely hop on over to the website if you do have questions about how you can find affordable healthcare, whether you're insured or not. That's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching.